What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the OKB vlog. So we're back in the Beck Skulks truck again. This weekend we went to Kimberley. 10 hours drive each way to a really rural part of South Africa. So it's 10 hours northeast from where we are staying in Cape Town. We were going there to do an under 13 tournament. So it's all primary school kids, which sounds quite tame, but it's the top primary school rugby schools in the country. It was actually a really big assignment. South Africa Rugby has been wanting to do this assignment for a few years now. The tournament is national quality, so it was really cool to be a part of that. I was absolutely astounded by the skill level that these kids had. I mean, they were young, like it's elementary school. Really impressed with the quality of rugby that I saw over the weekend. It's really interesting, like there's different things you work on when kids are that young. Like you don't have the same issues with management or with back talk as you get at the club level, so you have to find other things to work on, and it was really enlightening. It's a really interesting part of the country. There was a tower, like a really tall, probably 80 meters tall tower that's built right by where the school was. And this tower was built by the apartheid government to spy on black and colored people. It was really interesting talking to the South Africans about that. A lot of them were hesitant to bring it up. As the day went on, the shadow of this tower would slowly move across the field, so it was quite the symbol, if you will. The culture there is really different than Cape Town. It's really rural. It's similar to the way rural Minnesota is different than urban Minnesota. There's a lot of red meat. We had a ton of steaks. On Sunday, which we had off, we went to a game lodge which was owned by one of the parents of the students that attends the primary school we were reffing, and he showed us an incredible time. Saw all the wildlife. They had big old buffalo and springbok and all the South African stuff, and he even had a baby rhino that was fostered. Its mother was poached, so they took it in, and the thing's been living with humans its whole life, so it's quite tame, and we were able to touch it and play with it, and he'd run up to us and stuff. So that was really an incredible experience and something you'll never get in the States. And he also showed us an incredible meal. We had kudu and boerewors, which are two South African game meats, and it was one of the best meals of my life. The quality of the steak was incredible. It was cooked to perfection because all they cook is steak. And then Monday, we did some under 14 games. I forget which schools it was, but it was two rugby powerhouse schools, and it was their A-sides for the under 14 teams. And holy cow, what a difference a year makes. The boys are so much bigger, they're much more competitive, and they were willing to be a little bit less obedient. They were willing to talk back and question me, so it was the jump of skill and the jump of quality of play from U13 to U14 was absolutely huge. So now we're back in Stellenbosch. Kimberley was awesome, but it's really good to be a part of the group again and train with everyone and just get back into the swing of things. The training schedule, our sleep-wake cycles, and everything like that. So it's good to be back, and then we're jumping right back into our normal assignments. Tonight there's hostel games, and then one of the first hostel sides is playing a French touring side, and I've been lucky enough to be assigned to that, so I get to have another international, or at least another interlanguage experience, which I always love. It makes me think about how I communicate physically so much more. And then tomorrow I have an under 14s game and then another hostel match. So 3 games in 48 hours. Yeah, really excited. Only 2 weeks left, so I'll be doing kind of a wrap-up video after I get back. I've got some other stuff in the works. I've got a tour of SAS that I'm going to show you guys and some other things. And then Caroline, Matt, and I, and maybe Joey and Cole are going to do another Facebook question and answer session. And we'll try to get the word about this one out a little bit more. We really didn't have a whole lot of people tune into the last one, so we're going to try to make that a little bit bigger of a deal and let you guys know when that's going to happen. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the other videos. I'll keep you posted, but only 2 weeks left, guys, so keep your eyes peeled. I'll try to put out a lot of material in these next 2 weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.
Do you want to take your leg like that? You do that, pick it up, and you bring it over. And then with you, everybody on the side of the way. You got me with that one.